those smiles,
Yeah.
people. You're starting to, I said you look good before, now I'm starting to see this, I'm starting to see this. Wake up! Anybody else? That's why we're here, is to praise Him.
Justin,
Yes, ma'am.
we're never too old to learn. I mean, some people, they think they know it all or whatever. Never too old. Well, I've been reading every day. I haven't missed a day. I've been reading the Purpose-Driven Life. And it has some very unique perspectives of some things. Sometimes when I read the Bible, I don't quite understand things, certain things. And I have, this is all in God's time. I've had a prayer since I was probably 6 or 7 years old that has never been answered. Well, and how it was what it is. But it'll be answered someday.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Amen.
It'll be answered someday. I mean, there have been periods of my life when I'm not going to church. I'm not, because I think God answers prayers. If you pray, they should be answered. And different ways. I've been praying for this since I've been praying for it, like I say, since I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and I'm 67 today. But it'll be one of the chapters in the Purpose-Driven Life. It'll be answered someday.
Yeah. Amen. That's good. It's good.
And I made up a thing this year that I want to read something concerning, not necessarily reading out of the Bible, but concerning different perspectives. I love the magazine that we get, Guidepost. And there was an article of
Pediatrician.
a pediatrician that does beanies for newborns. And Nipson. So Alan, Monday this week, he boxed up, I don't know how many skeins of yarn and
We
sent
heard on and on, we had like 30 skeins of wool. We weren't gonna do anything with it, she hardly cooks, much less make me any So, I saw this article where this guy makes these things for these kids, he's a pediatrician up in Maine, which only state we've not, both of us have not been to yet, but anyway, we're gonna take care of that as well. But, so I said, you know what, I wrote to Guidepost, I said, if you can get a hold of this doctor, Cincinnati, Dr. Charles Stephen Cincinnati, whatever. Anyway, I think the next day, or even that evening, I can't remember, he'd written back, said, yeah, man, that'd be great. And so I boxed all that stuff up, and it got up there, I guess, within 2 days, because he already wrote me back, and he said, now you're gonna have a bunch of little kids running around Maine with your wool on their heads. And just the thought of that is,
Absolutely.
that's better than anything you can buy me.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Bless you, Lord. Bless you. I will share.
That's awesome. Yeah, we were talking about in Pastor's office how the family, this has always been a close family, but how God is allowing us to now intertwine a little bit closer and work closer. And I want to praise Him, but He works through us. And I guess last week, you guys know I've been doing a bunch of traveling, and I'm leaving again in the morning to go to Texas. And it's been tough. But last week, God put it on someone's heart to request prayer for me while I was traveling. And that means a lot. Because that wasn't just somebody saying, we need to pray for him because he's not going to be here. God put that on this person's heart. And that person cared enough, was close enough to God, and cared enough about me to then speak that out. And I understand that happened again with somebody else on Wednesday night. Somebody heard something from God and spoke into another person in our church. And when we start to do that, when we start to actually hear from God, but then be obedient and go ahead and speak those things, we're dangerous then, in a good way. So I want to thank that person for praying and for anybody that prayed for me. And I miss that little loud baby that's making all that noise when I'm gone. And sometimes I miss her mama.
Sometimes.
All right, if I can get a couple ushers to come forward, we'll take up the offering. Clyde, will you pray, please?
Father God, we thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. For this part of the mission, dear God, you called us all to be a part of. We thank you, Lord, for all this given us.
reminds us that God is real, that He exists, and that He holds us every day. You know, when we drew pictures, Stacy had us draw pictures of the things, and, you know, some of us are pretty good artists, but it's not our artwork that mattered, it's what reminds you that God is real. And Keith couldn't believe I didn't draw a green bean, because I really, you know, it's amazing how you put a seed in the ground, you know, and that's why I did this song. You put a tiny seed in the ground, and out of that grows this wonderful plant that feeds us and sustains us, and green beans keep on going. You pick them, and you go back a week later, and you can pick them again. There's more. God made green beans for us. He made every plant, every animal. He made the ocean. He made the sky. He made the rain. He made every bug that we can't stand crawling in our house for a purpose. Every cell, every organism has a purpose. Every organ in our body has a purpose. God created all those. Not only did He create them, but He sustains them every day. He has the earth tilted on the perfect axis so that life can exist on the earth. Only God could do that.
Right, amen.
He makes sure the sun comes up and the oceans still lap against the shore. He makes sure that we take in a breath and we throw out a breath. Every little thing matters, and God did it all. And He sustains it every day. He's sustaining it now when we're breathing in and out. How amazing is He?
Amen. Thank you. Testimonies?
I have to stand praise the Lord. Everybody should have jumped up right then. It gave me a few seconds. He's just so awesome. I mean, he's made everything, but also He fills you with love and joy and kindness and surrounds you with loving and caring people. He's always there for you, or He sends somebody there to be for you. I can't give Him enough praise. If you look at my life, you're probably going to thought, what is she talking about? But He has blessed me beyond anything. And I just have to give Him all the praise and glory, and I just thank Him for being there for me every moment of my life.
Amen.
I also want to stand and share. I shared this on Wednesday night, but we had a prayer answered this week. You've all probably heard the news about Kanawha County schools needing to lay off several teachers. They needed to lay off about 70-some teachers, and most of the schools do that by seniority. And Andrew Jackson was charged with needing to get rid of one administrative person and a teacher. And so, you know, to Kanawha and us, logically, she's the newest teacher. She's a social studies teacher, which actually they just legislated. Social studies isn't required anymore. So she was, you know, the easiest to cut, just by her position. And, you know, we had a couple weeks to think about that, and God gave us peace even with that. You know, if that was His will, that, you know, we were to lose that job, and that was okay. But this week, I think it was Tuesday, it was announced that one of the 8th grade social studies teachers accepted another position at another school. And so she's leaving, and then no other teacher has to lose their job.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank God for that, for the way that He answered that prayer, and that she can. We've seen a lot of ways that Kanawha is working in these students' lives. I've seen a lot of ways, and a lot of opportunities where she is now. And I thank God that you know He's shown us that's where He wants us for now.